Hi guys, Sam here from Mind Body Medical. So today I want to talk about a really key, perhaps one of the most important foods when it comes to Alzheimer's prevention. And if we look at the whole field of nutritional medicine, it's gone through an absolute paradigm change in the last 5-6 years in terms of really understanding how key foods can impact upon disease mechanisms, in this context, Alzheimer's. And in that capacity, extra virgin olive oil is right at the top of the tree. There are loads and loads of foods that have got this really significant evidence base around how they support brain health, how they prevent the key mechanisms of Alzheimer's disease. But right at the top of that list is pretty much, unequivocally extra virgin olive oil. And some of the reason this research has gained such traction has come about from looking at areas of the world that have very low levels of Alzheimer's disease. And if we look at areas of Greece, of rural Spain, of rural France, of Italian communities in North America, their Alzheimer's rates are significantly lower, 4, 5, 6-fold lower than what they are in the West, the rest of the Western world. So that's led researchers to say, well, why? What are the main factors? What are the commonalities amongst these communities that could be responsible for why they have such a phenomenally low rate of Alzheimer's disease? And the single biggest commonality across these communities is a very high level of daily extra virgin olive oil intake for most of their life. Okay, and that's then led researchers to say, well, why? What is it in extra virgin olive oil that's having this impact upon inhibiting Alzheimer's? And that research has gained really significant traction over the last few years, where the researchers have really dug down into why. What does extra virgin olive oil do to the brain to prevent Alzheimer's? And there's 4 key variables that really emphasize and shore up why extra virgin olive oil is so important. The first one is it reduces brain inflammation. Inflammation in the brain, chronic inflammation in the brain is a real risk factor for Alzheimer's, and we know extra virgin olive oil brings that inflammation down. The second thing is something that's very unique to extra virgin olive oil, is that it increases the integrity of our synapses. So our synapses are this juncture between neurons in the brain, which essentially allows cells to communicate. It allows memories to flow. And anything that increases the integrity of that synaptic gap is going to have a tremendous impact upon reducing cognitive decline, Alzheimer's and dementia. And we know that extra virgin olive oil facilitates the health, the functionality, the integrity of the synaptic gap. So that's a really significant benefit of extra virgin olive oil. Perhaps one of the biggest benefits it affords in terms of Alzheimer's prevention is there's very clear evidence that extra virgin olive oil reduces the buildup of amyloid plaque. Okay, and if we think about what is it in Alzheimer's that causes the real damage, that causes all of the untangling and the really, the very bad symptoms and progression, is amyloid plaque. Anything that reduces amyloid plaque is going to have a tremendous impact upon reducing the risks of Alzheimer's, the prevalence of Alzheimer's, the progression of Alzheimer's. And again, extra virgin olive oil has been shown to reduce the formation of amyloid plaque. And the other key factor is that it greatly enhances something called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which is a protein that supports the health, the functional health of our brain cells. It prevents damage, it regenerates them, rejuvenates them, helps them stay in tip-top health. Anything that increases that is going to play a key role in preventing dementia and Alzheimer's. And again, extra virgin olive oil has been very clearly shown to support that. So each of those 4 factors are in and of themselves very important, but if we look at them together, suddenly they become very significant, very powerful. And I think those 4 factors probably explain why people who consume extra virgin olive oil over periods of their life have a lower prevalence. So In terms of dosing, in terms of how we tap into this, the general consensus is we want to be aiming for 2 to 3 tablespoons of top quality organic extra virgin olive oil a day. If we do that month after month, year after year, decade after decade, yeah, we're going to be tapping into those benefits, really supporting the health of our brain, and through doing that, reducing our risk factors for Alzheimer's. So in terms of an Alzheimer's prevention, I think this is one of the most important things we should be consciously looking to integrate into our lives. So it really does seem that 2 to 3 tablespoons a day does keep Alzheimer's at bay. So please, please, please look at your diet, look at your lifestyle, and try and make sure you're integrating extra virgin olive oil into your meal plans on a daily basis to tap into these benefits.